One of my favorite things to build in The Sims is kitchens. And I am building this kitchen to review the new kitchen clutter kit that just came out recently. I am inspired to make a 90s themed kind of sitcom. So if you think about sitcoms from the 90s, a lot of times their kitchens were super bright, super interesting, very colorful, family friendly. So that's kind of the vibe for this kitchen is like a sitcom family kitchen in the 90s. And I thought this would be the perfect backdrop for this kitchen clutter kit. That is hard to say. I have to say, I was a little undecided about whether or not I wanted to buy this kit, but I'm going to give you the reasons why I decided to go for it. First and foremost, that fridge. That freaking fridge is so cute. I love the idea of having that fridge. I think this fridge is very timeless. I think that it can fit in lots of homes. Also, that sink with the dishes in it, so cute, so cute. I feel like clutter kits are very niche, and either you get it or you don't get it. And I feel like sometimes they're worth it and sometimes they're not. And I have to say, with the bathroom clutter kit, there are pieces in that kit that I love, but in general, I think that kit was not super well done. I think that the poly on those items could be better. But with the kitchen clutter kit, I feel like all the items were super, super high quality, and I can't be against that. Um, I wanted this kitchen to be kind of blue, yellow, a little bit of orange themed. I feel like those chairs, especially the blue ones, were everywhere in the 90s. I really liked the blue colored subway tile. I usually use just the white subway tile because most of my kitchens are more modern. I liked the mixed countertops that I used. I don't remember. I think the carpet that I ended up using was from Home Decor pack. Yes, I think that was the one I ended up using. So let's talk about this kitchen clutter kit. One of the things that I think stands out about this kit is a lot of the items that they created were interactive. So I think that that's really cool. So you can interact with the lunchbox and you can get lunch from it. You can interact with this grocery bag and you can order groceries, which I think is super convenient because a lot of times in The Sims, you have to go to the computer and stuff. Having the bag like right in the kitchen, game changer. I really like this modular backsplash. I wish they gave us like a couple of different sizes though. Like I wish there was like a full wall height and like maybe a half wall. I don't know. I just feel like it would be nicer. This picture print is really nice. The boxes of cereal, you can actually get cereal out of. There's a cookie jar you can get cookies out of. It was a pain in the buttocks to place this soap dispenser. It does fit really nicely on the sink, but it was like really challenging to place it. I feel like a lot of the items that came with this kit are items that you'd use in your everyday kitchen. I love this, like, I don't know, this bar cart, whatever thing it is. But I wish that you could put a microwave on it. Like, I just feel like they did miss the mark with two of the kits. So with the restoration workshop kit, they gave you these counters for the workshop, but you can't put a microwave on those counters. And I think those counters could be beautiful in a kitchen, like especially an industrial kitchen. Not being able to use those counters for appliances is such a loss. And then also with this one, having that movable kitchen cart, being able to pop a coffee maker or a microwave on there would just be so amazing. I was trying everything to find a way to place that coffee pot better. I feel like coffee pots are so awkward in The Sims. I wanted to have a coffee pot in this kitchen like nobody's business, especially because they gave the cute like little mug rack. It felt so good to have a coffee pot next to it. But for whatever reason, like the coffee pot was just not placing. If you guys know a tip for that coffee pot, that bread box does come with Parenthood, just so you guys know. I did put it in there just for cuteness sake. Those little herbs are from the kitchen clutter kit. That milk is from the thing that they did, the sim game where you can win the milk cartons. I just felt like that looked so cute near the cereal. And it just seemed like, a kid would leave out a milk carton. It just felt so 90s sitcom appropriate. The kitchen is very warm. It's very inviting. I wanted it to look like a family lived there. I wanted it to look comfortable. I know that when you're downloading rooms or uploading rooms to the gallery, you want to kind of be mindful of the sizes. So I tried not to make this kitchen too big. I tried to keep it within a good size. But all of these cute little canisters, some of the canisters that I did use, I think were from the Country Kitchen pack. I was going to use the recipe book that had the iPad, but I realized in the 90s nobody would have an iPad, so I had to get rid of that. And of course, it's not a 90s kitchen without a fruit motif, so I had to put that picture over the stove. I think I ended up taking those pots and pans down. Of course, I have a 90s era wall phone. I love those phones. I wish they were functional. I feel like The Sims gives us stuff that's like cool, but like they miss the mark on making it amazing. Like those phones are cool and I like to have them for decor purposes, but to be able to have them functional would be amazing. And I just feel like they kind of go a little bit, but they don't go all the way. Those curtains, those yellow ones that you're looking at right now, were super popular in the 90s. And I was trying so hard to make them work in this kitchen, but they just weren't coming together. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even remember what I did with the curtains, but I was trying really hard to make those work and it just didn't come together the way that I wanted them to. Oh, I ended up using these. These were kind of popular in the 90s too, more late 90s, but I ended up working that out. I wanted to do a brick wall because I felt like that was something that fit, but in the end of the day, it looked like it was not adding to the room. It was taken away from it. So I opted not to do the brick wall, and I ended up doing, I think, some paintings. I forget which ones I did, but I did a couple of different paintings, I think. I was trying to pull from all the different like kitchen-themed stuff I had in the game to see what I could do, what could make this workable. I guess I could have used another picture from the kitchen clutter kit, but I guess I didn't think of that. My mind wasn't going in that direction. So you have that little board from Parenthood and then a little decoration on the window. I love sticking those decorations on the windows. I feel like when I was little, that's what we did. So here's a tour of the kitchen. Let me know what you think. It is available on my gallery should you wish to download it under 90s Sitcom Kitchen. And let me know what you think. I hope you guys have a good day. Happy simming. And if there's another room that you would like me to create or a house, let me know.